I'd like to now discuss the term dead naming. If you're unfamiliar with what dead naming is, it is when somebody changes their name for whatever reason, and people who address them insist on using their original name rather than their new name. For example, Bruce Jenner transitions from a man to a woman, he becomes Caitlyn Jenner. Now, the ironic part about Bruce Jenner changing into Caitlyn Jenner is that most of the time when you find somebody who does not like somebody using their new name and they insist on using their old name or their dead name, it's usually somebody on the far right, politically speaking, in this when it comes to this country, the United States of America. So it's ironic that they would embrace Bruce Jenner as Caitlyn Jenner when they won't use preferred pronouns and in many cases the preferred name. So imagine the hypocrisy if these same people all of a sudden started disliking dead naming when it comes to the Gulf of Mexico.
Why is the media and most of the left so insistent on dead naming the Gulf? It is the Gulf of America. It has been changed. It borders North America. It borders Central America, and it borders South America. It borders more of America than it does Mexico. So why not call it what you gotta call it, which is what it is the Gulf of America. Stop dead naming it. If that's what you want to do, Bruce Jenner's back. No more Caitlyn.
Call Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner or Billy Jenner, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I don't give a rat's ass. But man, you could not be more wrong in this video. First of all, no, it's not the Gulf of America just because Donald Trump says so. It has been the Gulf of Mexico for over 4 centuries. Secondly, the Gulf of Mexico does not in any way, shape, or form border South America. You're thinking of the Caribbean Sea. The Gulf of Mexico does not border South America. It also does not border Central America, since Central America is part of North America. Once again, I also think that you're thinking of the Caribbean Sea. In fact, Mexico has a little more than 2,046 miles of coastline on the Gulf of Mexico. The United States has less than 1,632 miles of Gulf coastline. This is the Gulf coastline of the United States and of Mexico. Mexico has more. Oh, and going back to what you said earlier, that the Gulf of Mexico borders South America, you can tell what the United States of America is on this map. Hopefully, it's the only thing colored not yellow. And then directly below that is Mexico. You can see B, and that's the Gulf immediately to the right of it. You see that island K? That's Cuba. North of that is the Gulf. South of that is the Caribbean Sea, or the Caribbean Sea, however you pronounce it. That is what borders South America, not the Gulf. It's just moronic that this is even a conversation, but I will tell you, it does come with its benefits. The fact that you guys keep pushing this, the fact that Trump wants to keep pushing it, the fact that he has now barred the AP from the White House, period, at least according to the latest news report I read, because they won't refer to it as the Gulf of America, because it's the Gulf of Mexico. And it's going to be the Gulf of Mexico long after Donald Trump has taken his last breath. The benefit to this argument for us is that anyone who refers to it as the Gulf of America is just making it easier for us to spot the dumbest motherfuckers in our society. It's like when you guys wear the red hats, right? It's a quick, immediate identifier. Okay, I'm dealing with a fucking juvenile. I'm dealing with somebody with a undeveloped frontal lobe, a lack of brainstem, no sac whatsoever, and is the most misinformed human being on the planet, or at least part of a group of the most misinformed human beings on the planet. So it's you guys keep coming up with these easy identifiers for us. The red hats, give it away immediately. Obviously, anything with FJB or Trump's image on it gives it away immediately. Anybody who refers to it as the jab gives it away immediately. And now we can add this one on, right? The Gulf of Mexico is now going to be referred to as the Gulf of America by the simple-minded among us. And you want to know what's going to happen with this? It's going to go away, just like freedom fries went away. Remember when you guys got all fucking riled up? Back when you guys used to hang tea bags off of your hats, and we're going to call them freedom fries, god damn it. I guarantee motherfucking you, none of you fucking clowns walk into a restaurant and order freedom fries anymore. And that's what'll happen with this. It always has been the Gulf of Mexico. It is currently the Gulf of Mexico, and it will always be the Gulf of Mexico. If you guys want to refer to it, or the news outlets want to refer to it as the Gulf of America for the next few years because they don't want the wrath of Trump, shame on them. But that's what it is. It's the Gulf of Mexico.